Somebody watching this right now and you smoking and you just sitting in your room and you just thinking everything is just gonna be handed to you. But I'm here to let you know, bro, you can't get nothing in this life unless you work for it. Put that blunt down right now. I don't care if you laughing, you got off work, none of that. You ain't worked hard enough. Put that joint down, put that drink down until you get your work done, until you elevate your life. Cause you ain't seen this yet. You ain't touched the amount of dollars you want to touch. So why the hell you think you able to reward yourself with smoking, drinks, and partying and doing all this other stuff? No, we ain't got time to party. We got time to work. Party comes later. I told myself if I had to work till I'm 50, I'll party when I'm 51. They don't understand that type of mentality, motivation, and hustle. This don't come with just smoking weed and sitting in your room. This comes with hard work, dedication, motivation, inspiration to get out of your situation. Take patience.
It's a mind thing, you know. You have to be smart enough to be able to know what you want to go after. You know, so you have to have goals in life. You know, you can't just expect everything to knock on your door.
Your dad works 16 hours a day. Your mom works 16 hours a day. Your siblings can't afford to go to college without having financial aid. Yet you're sitting on your ass all day playing the game and jerking off. Really sit down and think about that. Does that make any sense to you? It's your duty as a man to be there for your family. Yet you're deciding to waste your entire life. You're consciously making the decision to sit around and do nothing. When you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror, are you happy with what you see? Are you happy with your body? Are you happy with your bank account? Are you happy with the people around you? Are you happy with the habits that you have? Really, sit down and ask yourself this.
This is hard work. Chat, I gotta tell about chat. I'm tired, bro. I'ma keep saying it over and over. I'm tired, bro. I don't care. I don't care. Never get tired, bro. Never get tired, chat. Never, ever. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Y'all seen it happen here first. Word to my mother, you seen it happen here. Day first.
And a year from now, it's going to happen like that. And who is your future self? 1 year from now, who is it? Just like everyone's out of here, no party, Saturday night. They're not willing to sacrifice. I'm like the lone survivor in here. You know? Tonight will be over with too. Tomorrow I'll be stronger for it. Another day will go by. 365 of them happen so fast. Who are you going to be in a year from now? And in a year from now, does that future person hold regret or pride? We know that day's coming. We can't go backwards. We can only go forward. We know that day's coming. What we do right now will ensure it goes our way. We'll ensure that there is no regret.
Only focus should be on getting better at what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, get better at what you're doing. Everything else is a complete waste of time.
I kind of know I'm gonna have to work for the rest of my life. Yeah.
You going to work?
Yeah.
Why? You don't have to work.
You know somebody who don't work?
I know people who are like wealthy and just do stuff here and there.
That's work.
It's still work, yeah.
Yeah. All the wealthy people I know work.
They all work, right?
Billionaires, they work still.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think just from the simplest form. If I have a car, I'm gonna have insurance no matter what. Yeah, if I have a house, I got taxes no matter what. It's gonna be some kind. You're gonna have to spend money until you die, no matter what. And the way I'm trying to keep things going, I see me having to work.
You like to spend money?
I like to spend money, for sure.
Do you spend wisely?
Sometimes not.
All the time, every time. Stay positive, believe in yourself, follow your dreams, chase your dreams. The haters, because we hating. We're going to hate. You can't let that stop or cloud your dreams or you can't let that get in the way of your vision, bro.
I'm never gonna overexert myself, but the game is to be better. How do I be better than what I was? Because if I do that, for me, I just beat me.
Yeah.
This ain't about nobody else. I don't give a fuck nobody else. I just beat me.
You just do the work and you get there. The human mind, the human body, the human psyche is so pliable. You can literally become anyone and anything. Multiply that over time and experience and don't quit. even when it sucks.
Perfection doesn't exist. It don't exist, Joe. We're in a time right now where people expect perfection. You expect perfection. I don't know where this came from. I don't know what happened that this is the criteria for living. My true understanding is, all right, you got one life. And that one life, the goal for us is to live it to the best of our ability from the beginning to what's said the end.
Things. Because I think any person, any human realizes that if you want some kind of a good outcome, you're going to have to work hard for it. And if you don't work hard for something, you're not going to get an outcome that's really worth much.
Universe, whatever you believe in, gave you your vision. You know where you want to go. You need your compelling future. You need to keep pushing forward, and you can't expect others to get your dreams because they weren't downloaded in them. They were downloaded in you.
You don't start things and not finish them. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. We finish everything. You start it, finish it. If you're going to do it to try and be the best. Not be better than other people, be the best for you.
Stop being average when your potential is crying to come outside and be more than that. Two forms of pain. Pain that breaks you and the pain that changes you. That's the pain of a change right there. That's the pain of progress. The pain that destroys you isn't this shit. It's later in life knowing you could have been more. And all that's left is you and the fear and tears of a possibility left that you allowed to die. Own your fight, guys. You get every opportunity. There's no excuse not to be the hardest worker in the room. In all your endeavors, schoolwork, the gym, your career, your relationship, your name's attached to it. It's gotta mean more than anything. That's your name. It's all you got. Don't sell out.
If you can't sit still and ignore notifications and focus for a day, nothing great will get accomplished.
What do you want in your life? We have so much influence coming at us that we are so lost. We don't know what we want to do because we don't spend enough time with ourselves. You have to learn to shut off a phone, shut off a computer, shut off a TV.
And become more decisive in a positive manner. You are wasting your life. You are letting your life pass by because you lack the courage to make the decisions that you know you need to make. You got to be real about that. If you don't make the decisions that you know you need to make, time is continuing to go, which means everybody else is getting better and you're staying the same, which by default means you're getting worse.
Because it's not about what you want, it's about what's required. And whether that's your best or not is irrelevant. It's just there's a price tag and you gotta be willing to pay for it, or you don't get the thing. And a lot of times it's not what you want.
So I know why you go on Instagram. I know why because you just have the time. You have the time because you don't want to put that time into bettering oneself.
Like your life is a book. You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they close that book, how good was the book?
It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab, because that's where the knowledge came from.
How can you not stop and be like, bro, I'm the only one. I am the only one paying the price. I am the only one doing what's required. Everybody else is sitting at home eating Doritos, and I am out here in the snow getting better. How can you not be excited about that? If you can't get excited about that,
dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Not what, but who.
Do you know that the harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing? Nothing that has meaning is easy. Easy doesn't enter into grown-up life.
You have to think outside the box. That's what I believe. After all, what is the point of being on this earth if all you want to do is be liked by everyone and avoid trouble? We have so many rules in life about everything. I say break the rules, not the law, but break the rules.
Question, what do you want? Because a lot of people are unclear what they want from life. They don't sit down and think through. We are writing our own life story every day, and yet we don't think about it. Who do we want to be?
Whenever you think you can't, confidence comes from the thing that you built. You must build belief. You must build confidence.
They call it crazy. I call it focus. Don't ever let a sucker try to stop you from achieving your dream. That same dream that keeps you up at night, that same dream that gets you emotional every time that you think about it, that same dream that you know that will change your whole family's life. Yeah, that one. Don't let no one try to play you, bro. Go get it.
Honestly, just lock in, man. I think the biggest thing nowadays, everybody has social media and stuff, and like, sometimes you just gotta put the phone down. Sometimes you gotta figure out who you are. And I see people all the time, they're like, how do you figure out what you wanna do? And like, I got big dreams to be rich and famous or just rich, but I just don't know what to do. I got so many things I wanna do. A lot of people don't like remove themselves from the crowd, or like you never put down the weed, or you never put down the alcohol, or you gotta really remove yourself from all this stuff, and like maybe put down your phone for once, just think and like just sit back. And sometimes it might make you cry. You might be to go into some deep depression shit, but it'll trigger that thing in your brain to think and to figure out what you really want to do.
Lock in, do that shit. Don't tell nobody your plans. Pop out silently.
Everybody gets their chance. Look, everybody's gonna get their chance. Whether you play ball, whether you play football, whether you box, whether you wrestle, whether you fucking swim, whether you want to be the next fucking Michael Phelps, you want to be the next track star, you want to be the next fucking guy that races cars and shit. If you want to design the best car, design the next phone, design the next big laptop, the next shoe, the next sock, the next pants, the next fucking hat, everybody's gonna get their turn, literally. And I want everybody to acquire this knowledge and acquire this hope. Everybody will get their turn. What you speak to the world and craving and ambition and wanting anything is the way to speak to the world. If you want something so bad and you speak it into power, you wish it into power, it's gonna happen. I'm firsthand, and I firsthand will tell you that.
It's time to buckle up. It's time to lock in. It's time to cut out the distractions. Why? Because it's time to execute. It's time to actually see what you're capable of. Listen, no more excuses. No more talking. It's time to start walking.
Period. Dot. Everything I didn't want to do is what got me to where I'm at today.
Interesting.
Every single thing. So where we find comfort, that's where I started getting scared. When I started saying, oh, it's raining, I'm not going out there. No, you cannot say that. You cannot do that. You have got to do this. So whatever my brain thought, I did the opposite.
You just give in to your mind and say, oh, I'm tired today, I'm lazy, I don't want to do it, it's too hard, no one else is doing it, it's a weekend, it's too late, these are already off hours, oh, exactly what I want isn't happening right now. Like, okay, great. You know who that's great for? Your competition. You want that attitude to permeate the people that you're competing against. You want them to give in to their mind. You want them to say, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it. But you want to be the one that says, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I don't feel good today, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove to myself that even on days that it doesn't feel right, I push myself. The only way to gain confidence in yourself is to build something. It's not to wait for it to happen. Hey, Vic, your life just happened in front of you. Just show up today and make it happen with Tom. No, you had to do a lot of shit today to get to this day that no one really knows except you. So that's why you appreciate it, because you had to go through a lot of stuff to get to this day. Now only you know what it took to get here, and that's why you value it.
Exponentially easier for you to get where you're going. We can either be hard on ourselves, we can either train ourselves, we can either put ourselves through hell, or we can let the world do it. It's your choice.
Say, like at a certain point, like eliminate the outcome. Stop being driven by rewards. Stop being driven by outcomes. Stop being driven by, if I get this, I'm gonna do this. Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were gonna get, show up and still go to work. Because along the process, what's more important? What you acquire or who you become? And a lot of people think what they acquire is the thing that makes them who they are. No, it's who you become in the process of chasing what you want to acquire.
And as uncomfortable as that is, it's also the truth. Like, I don't know a single incredibly successful entrepreneur that can't sit down and have hyper-focused periods of time, sometimes weekends, weeks at a time, where they don't talk to anyone and they just hammer away. And it's whether they're coding for software or they're making some insane marketing campaign and all the email follow-ups and all the text follow-ups and the affiliate promotions and incentives, or someone who's creating a product that they're designing and they're in the shop and they keep tweaking at it, or there's somebody who's hyper-scaling a company and saying, I'm going to sit in 20 interviews a day for 7 days straight so I can hire 20 people this week because I need to get going.
Now, and before you know it, you'll be living a different life. Things will look better. You will feel better. You will have better friendships. You will have better relationships. You will have higher income. You will have a much better quality of existence. But you cannot do that if you identify your current living situation as your identity.
Nothing changes and nothing changes, man. We'll sit around forever wondering, well, what if I was a dog catcher? Would I be the best? What if I was what if I worked on that, at a avalanche, searching for avalanches and predicting them, or what is it called? A geologist. Who would I be able to do it? You don't know until you say, yeah, I'm gonna take action. Nothing changes if nothing changes, man. And I'm not preaching at you. I'm just, I just want to remind you, because I've spent a lot of time in my life sitting around wanting things to change, and not being able to make them change, and not thinking I could.
Understand it and focus on surviving it, because the quicker you can survive it, the quicker you can use it, the quicker you can extract a lesson from it, the quicker you can glean perspective from it. And for all of us, we're gonna encounter those defining moments in our lives, right, to where it's gonna hurt, right? You went through it.
Nobody's coming to save you, big dog. Don't you get that? Your whole life has led to this point because of you. Your shitty decisions, your poor choices have caused you to end up at this point. So the only person, big dog, that's gonna get you out of this spot is you. No more excuses. No more coming up with reasons why you can't. Grab a gear, get focused, get ferocious. It's time to level up. Let's go.
I know you're tired. I know you wake up every day looking for results and you just haven't gotten them yet. I know you wake up every day and put in your all. You work all day long. You have to go to the gym. You have to do shit. You have to take care of people. And you're still not seeing the results that you want. I'm tired too. But that's no excuse not to do what you're supposed to do. And that's no excuse to not put yourself in a position to continue to keep going, to be there for yourself in the future, because one day, inevitably, you will make it. The business you want to grow, it will grow. I know you guys post day in and day out. I know a lot of you guys have to work every single day, or you're in the gym trying to get in shape every single day. And you're tired because you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. But that's the point. You have to keep going. You have to be tired when everybody else is and continue to do what you're supposed to do as if your energy is full. As if it was your first day waking up and getting after it every damn time. As if every day is your first day. As if you still have that same drive, that same motive to wake up and get it done. Don't lose that spark. I don't care what it is. Getting in shape, building your business. You guys know what I stand for. You guys know what I do. And you guys need to be doing the same thing, okay? There's no room to be tired and give up. You have to be tired and keep going for the version of yourself that wants to be successful. Don't give in.
Purpose than a job or career. Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose.
Or it's bad. When taking full accountability for your life with all of the deficiencies that you have may be the most painful thing that you do when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is my fault. But in saying, this is my fault, those are also the first two steps of progress, because it's my fault, not anyone else's, which means it's my responsibility and my action that can change that.
10 hours at the Ranger School, man, at the gym. What's wrong? You will never understand what is wrong with me.
And that's why I'm so glad you don't, because I'm in the right spot. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive, where people are like, what the fuck with this guy? I don't want to talk to you, man, because you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it.
Boom.
Don't want you to get it.
Yeah.
Don't want you to get it.
So he was like, the only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. And that's when he said, success is the only revenge. He's like, it's not the best revenge. He's like, it's the only one. There's no other revenge. Because
accepts anyway, no matter what anybody else says. You could hear the best speech. You could take the best program. You could go to the 12-hour seminar and jump around and say, hey, I'm a different person. It's always going to come down to the two things that it comes down to for everybody. One, you have to become the kind of person that can push through the hard times. Most people can't do that. Most people cannot push through the challenging, the draining, the frustrating times that make everybody else quit. And every time you push through one of these barriers, you're leaving all of your competition behind and you're moving forward without that. And most people can't do that. So you have to build yourself into someone who has the discipline, the fortitude, the grit, the perseverance to push through the hard times, to become someone who is literally incapable of quitting, okay?
Now you have to do the things that discipline requires. And discipline doesn't care if you're tired. You're tired? Do it anyway, right? Discipline says, oh, you don't feel good. Well, do it anyway. Discipline says, it's raining outside and it's cold, and it's windy. Do it anyway.
God could bless you with everything you could have dreamed of: a house, internet, food, like all the most delicious foods, the fastest internet speeds, all the clothes you could have ever wanted, and you don't actually value it until you lose it. And then when it's gone, you start acting right. Yo, you shouldn't have to wait till the thing that you wanted your whole life. You shouldn't have to wait till it's all about to disappear for you to act right. You should be so grateful in all the things that you have, that you've been acting right. You've been moving like you were grateful for it. Because there's, bro, like you start missing prayers. Like, bro, are you really grateful? Like, you dead ass. Why didn't you hit the prayer? Oh, I was too lazy.
I always knew the answer to everything is raw action.
Yeah.
The answer to everything has always been raw action. My dad had a tweet about this. He said that raw action solves all. And he used to say this. I'll give you an example. If you're a farmer and you need rain for your crop and there's no rain, you can sit there and say there's no rain, we're all gonna starve. Or you can stand up and do a rain dance. Now, will your rain dance work? Perhaps not. Perhaps the rain won't come. But I would argue that you're better off standing up doing that rain dance than just sitting there waiting to die. You have to do something. Raw action solves. So when I was broke, I was never like, I'm poor, what do I do? It was, I'm poor, I have to do something. If I was broke, I'd go for a run. That's why I was such a great fighter. If I was broke, I'd sit there and go, I'm actually poor. How do I make money? Dunno. Where can I get some cash? Dunno. What work can I do? Dunno. I'll just go for a run then. And I'd just go for 3-mile run.
The gang gonna test you. You know what I mean? The gang, everything gonna test you if it's worthwhile.
Right.
And you gonna make decisions based on what you care about more. And without even being conscious that you're getting tested, you're gonna be getting tested. And so you're gonna have decisions to make. Should I, continue this lifestyle, whether it's shopping, clothes, whatever your lifestyle is, or do I gotta sacrifice a little bit because I really, really care about this music and it really is important to me. So whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do it, and that's gonna be them distinguishing decisions. You know what I'm saying? That separate the ones that end up getting it from the ones that don't.
I mean, you can't. It's a gift and a curse. You can't want the bells and whistles and not understand the sacrifices that come with it. The work that goes into building things, sometimes you got to be hands-on until you don't have to be. And the grind that goes with that is one that's necessary.
And you need to sit there and realize, whoa. I have a few years of consciousness, and even less than that, I have a few short years as a young man, because age will damage you. I mean, if you're a millionaire when you're 60, it's not nearly as good as being a millionaire at my age. I became a millionaire at 28. So you need to realize you've got a few short years as a young man, you're wasting it.
How you gonna knock somebody in the world for actually trying to do something, trying? Since when has it become not cool to try? Fucking loser.
I'm not used to this shit, man. Why is so much people?
You're not used to what? You're not used to. You know why people are with you right now? Because there's a natural vibe, man. And what you talking about? You're not used to it. By the way, get used to it. It's called progression. It's called an elevator that's going up.
Bro, it's gonna be trials and tribulations where it's gonna test you to stop right here. And what's gonna separate you from everybody else is will you keep going or will you just stop?
Once I quit, I literally worked every single fucking day for a year and a half straight. And even when I missed a day, after that a year and a half straight, I felt like I fucking let myself down, man. And this, man, God is my witness. When I quit my 9-to-5 job, I only worked there for 28 days. I knew it wasn't for me. I quit my 9-to-5, and from the moment I stepped foot out there, when I walked out, I went a year and a half straight of working towards where I am now. And then when I missed a day, I felt sick. Like, damn, nigga, you ain't doing enough. Nigga, how the fuck you manage to miss today when you know what the fuck you working towards?
You can do whatever you want. The world is yours. And I'm telling the young cats of our generation, don't discriminate against anybody because we're all one generation. And that's some important shit, yo. I mean, who would have thought a ghetto kid with gold teeth and French braids from the hood would be in Vogue and GQ on the same month, at the same time, about the same. And that's when you got to figure out what's right for you, you know what I mean? And, you know, just because that's my thing, you know, and if it is your thing, you know, figure it out, do what you got to do. You know, I did what I did and I made it in a positive way. And I feel like anybody could do it straight up.
Don't give up, because a year ago, I was finna quit this shit. Like, it was gonna be like a hobby instead of a passion, you know? Because, I mean, I feel like after a certain point in an artist, whether they want to admit it or not, if they're not seeing results, they're gonna start doubting themselves. But I'm glad I kept going, because look, now, like, shit's paying off. So I think the main advice I give myself is just to not give up and keep striving.
You talk to people and they're content. They're like, oh, I'm happy with what I've got. I'm like, why? Because there's people who have a whole bunch more than you. And I was never content having a normal life. I wanted an exceptional life. I didn't want a normal car, a normal house, a normal girlfriend. I didn't want none of that. I was like, no. There's dudes out here that have the best. Why do they deserve the best and I don't deserve the best? I really believe that. And this is something I've always had inside me. I just didn't understand why I couldn't have the best stuff. Nobody, absolutely nobody, gives a fuck about you as much as you're gonna have to give a fuck about yourself. Nobody cares about you as much as they need to care to fix your life. Even your parents, even your friends, even all the people who think they care about you, they care about you. Yeah, sure, there may be 2 or 3 people on the planet who genuinely care about you, but nobody is gonna come to your bed, drag you out of bed, drag you to a job, force you to work hard, go and get you a hot bitch and go and buy you a Ferrari. Nobody is going to do that for you. You are never gonna have any of the things you want if you do not get them yourself. Nobody cares about you enough to do it for you. This is absolutely true.